There is no better time than right now to start saving for your retirement. And for service members, the best way to do that is with the Thrift Savings Plan, aka the TSP. But before you can even start, you have to decide between a traditional or a Roth TSP account. And that is what I'm going to talk about, how to pick between a Roth or a traditional TSP to get started. Thank you for watching. I am Lacey Langford, a financial coach, veteran, and milspouse. Basically, military and money is my jam. If you want to learn more about personal finance and the military, be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's get to it. Spoiler alert, for most, the Roth TSP is the better choice because currently you're in a lower tax bracket than you'll be in the future. With a Roth, your earnings and withdrawals are tax-free because you are saving after-tax money, meaning you paid the taxes before you ever contributed to the account. So you won't have to pay taxes when you withdraw your money after 59 and a half years old. In the traditional TSP, the money you save is pre-tax. This means you don't pay taxes at the time you put the money in. Instead, you'll pay the taxes when you take the money out. And at that time, your current tax bracket could be higher than it is right now, which is why for a lot of people, the Roth TSP is the better way to go. That said, you should check with an accountant or a financial planner to decide if the Roth version is the best for you given your circumstances. Deciding between the two is important to your financial future. You're deciding how your retirement is going to be taxed, which will directly impact the money you withdraw in the future. So you want to take the time to make an informed decision right now. All right, let's do a quick review on what the heck the TSP is if you're not familiar with it. The TSP is the savings and investment account that allows service members and federal employees to save for their retirement. It's the DoD or Department of Defense's version of a 401k. The TSP is a defined contribution plan, and that's important to remember. That means the money available at retirement depends on you and how much you contribute and the earnings you make while it's invested over time. You receive a tax advantage by saving money in the TSP because the government wants you to take ownership of your retirement. They want you to have a little skin in the game. That is why it's a defined contribution plan. The tax advantage depends on the tax treatment you select, which is the Roth or the traditional version of the TSP. So what is the difference between a traditional and a Roth? The main difference between them is how they are treated for tax purposes. Remember I mentioned earlier, the Roth version is after tax. In this account, you'll pay taxes on your earnings before your contribution is saved in your TSP. You will pay the taxes before saving the money. Then, fingers crossed, it will grow and grow and grow until sometime after 59 and a half. When you begin withdrawing your money, you won't pay taxes on the money that you take out. With the traditional version of a TSP, the money you contribute is pre-tax, which means you'll make your TSP contribution before your income is ever taxed. Then the money goes into your account. And again, fingers crossed, it will grow and grow and grow until sometime after you're 59 and a half. And at that point, when you withdraw your money, you'll pay taxes on your current tax bracket for the contributions and earnings you have made over time. So that is the main difference between a Roth TSP and a traditional TSP. It's the taxes. So that's important to remember. When you're deciding on the Roth or traditional TSP, consider the amount of money you're making now and your current tax rate. Then think about what your income will be in the future. That is a big consideration in the decision. If you're in a lower income bracket right now, but think you'll be in a higher one in retirement, then the Roth is probably the better option for you in your situation. Now that you have weighed, maybe made a decision on your traditional versus Roth TSP, how do you even get started? How do you get enrolled in the TSP? If you fall under the legacy retirement system, the easiest way to establish your TSP account is by logging into your MyPay account. You can also enroll in the TSP by going to your installation finance office, but again, logging into MyPay is the quickest way to get it done. If you fall under the blended retirement system or the BRS, you're automatically enrolled into the TSP after you've been serving in the military for 60 days. Once you're enrolled, you have to decide on your contribution elections, like how much of your base pay percentage are you going to contribute to your TSP, or if you want to contribute part or all of your special pay, your bonus pay, or your incentive pay. And a word of warning here, if you select bonuses, don't forget that you selected bonuses when it comes time to receive that money. I get people all of the time who forget that they elected to contribute their bonus money to the TSP and then are super bummed or super stressed out when they don't get the money. So make sure you remember that election. Next, you'll commit to your TSP decision. What's it gonna be, the traditional or the Roth TSP? It's going to be the Roth TSP for many people, but only you know your entire situation to make that decision. And when in doubt, talk to that tax professional or financial planner to make an informed decision. That is it. I talked about today why it's important for you to put thought and consideration into your Roth or traditional TSP decision. I reviewed what the TSP is and how it can help you save for retirement. And I talked about things to consider in making your decision. If you want more information on deciding between the Roth or traditional TSP, get the link to my more detailed post in the description below. You can find all of my social media down there as well. If you want to know what to do with your TSP after you leave the military, check out this video. I'm Lacey. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and for the thumbs up. I will see you in the next video.